Alrighty, hello. Right here, I just want you all to take not necessarily notes, but in this case, you should have taken notes already on your homework all the way to the stop sign. And if you didn't, well, now you have the chance to kind of review again. Okay, but this is for all of you, so that way we can go over it. Not many of us can look at a text and understand exactly what's going on, right? So we're going to just take the time to do that. And right here, we're moving into the direction of linear equations in two variables. So before, right here, it says previously in our class, we've had one or two solutions in our solution set. So right here, it says for 2x plus 1 equals 5. We only have one solution. Now, the way you can see that is if you can solve this on the side, and you'll get like 2x plus 1 equals 5, and then you're going to subtract 1, you'll get 2x equals 4, divide by 2, and you'll notice x equals 2. Therefore, you have one solution. That's where they got this x equals 2. But moving forward, some key things right here, it says with two variables, when we work with the equations with two variables, we're going to get multiple solutions, okay? And for many linear equations, we're going to work with those where you have infinite amount of solutions, okay? So just know we're moving into this direction. So before, you were introduced with Emily's basketball score. Now, we didn't get a chance to really talk about it in class. Right here, we got this equation. We got 2x plus 3y equals 32. And then after that, we need to see what are the solutions. And in this case, this particular equation is going to have 6 solutions. Now, right here, this is what helps you to determine how many solutions you have. Okay, so you can verify. So that's a key word right there. Verify our solutions by creating a table and checking. Now, we just have to make sure, basically right here, it says 2x plus 3y. That's like the left side of the equal sign. And then on the right side, we know that it has to equal 32. So therefore, we just need to check to see, do these numbers and values make sense and equaling to each other, okay? So right here, we can just do this. This has the evidence right here. 2 times 16 gives you 32. 3 times 0 gives you 0. You add those two together, 32 equals 32, and you're like, yep, that checks out. Now, right here, you have to show all this work evidence. So it tells you for part 2, right here, verify solutions to linear equations. So for each ordered pair, x and y, verify the ordered pair is the solution to the equation. Show all your work in your notes. So I'm going to show just maybe 3 examples, and then just so you can see what you should have in your notebook. So right here we have 2 times 13. We know 2 times 13 is 26. And then we have 3 times 2, which is 6. And we know that has to equal 32. Now you verify, you punch into calculator, do some mental math. 26 plus 6 is 32. So 32 equals 32, and you're like, yep, check that off. So this works. And then you move on to the next points, right? We have 2 times 10 and 3 times 4. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 3 times 4 is 12. And then we know it's supposed to equal 32. 20 plus 12 is 32. Does 32 equal 32? And you're like, yep, it does. And checks off. So then we go on to the next one, 2 times 7, and then 3 times 6. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 6 times 3, which is 18, equals 32. 14 plus 18 equals 32. They check off in equaling each other. Now, if you were to continue and see this pattern, you will notice that all of these work as well. So if you have this in your notebook as work evidence, good job, because that's exactly what you should have. If not, take a moment to do that right now and pause the video. Now, the newest thing is making sure that we fix the x value to find the y value and fix the y value to find the x value. This is probably like the new parts that we need to like focus on. So right here, it says to fix the x value means to choose a value. So we must choose a value for x. And usually you use numbers like -2, -1, 0, 1, or 2 are chosen. So in this case, it's always best that you use whole numbers. Whole numbers, oh my gosh, whole numbers or integers. Now, sometimes they'll give you the x values like they do right here, which is great. I'm going to use this in blue. So right here. So the x values, which are right here. So all we have to do for this next part, which you should have done in your notes, is substitute these values in. So when you put in -1 here, you can substitute 0 here and substitute 2. And you can do this in your head. 2 times -1 is -2 plus 4. Well, we know what that is. That gives you 2. And then 2 times 0 is 4, or sorry, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is just 4. So that's equals 4. And 2 times 2 is 4 here, plus 4, which then gives you 8 as your output. So the way you can write this as your solutions, this means we have 2 solutions. Yes, so we have, or not 2 solutions, we have 3 solutions. So when x is -1, y is 2. When x is 4, y is 4. And when x is 0, sorry. And then when x is +2, y is 8. So we have 3 solutions. Now, for this last one, it seems a little weird, but this time you almost like are doing it for like in reverse. So here, we want, in the following table, you are used to fix the values of y to find x. So to find x means to isolate or solve for x. So right here, see how we have these parentheses? We don't have our x values, but we do have our y values. So we're going to substitute 6 here, and we're going to substitute 10 here, and we're going to substitute -2 here. Now, there's you can do this mentally, or you could just work on the side and do 6 equals 2x plus 4 and solve for each variable. So we have 6 minus 4 is 2, 2x, divide by 2, divide by 2. These cancel out to give you 1. So x equals 1. So we found our value of x, and it's 1. And then same thing right here. So we have 10 equals 2x plus 4 minus 4 minus 4. We get 6 equals 2x, divide by 2, divide by 2. X equals 3. So our answer is 3. And then we have our last one, -2 equals 2x plus 4. So subtract 4, subtract 4. You get -6 equals 2x. Divide by 2, divide by 2. These cancel out to give you 1. We get x equals -3. So we get -3. Therefore, our solutions are 1, 6. When x is 1, y is 6. When x is 3, y is 10. And then when x is -3, y is -2, and there are 3 solutions. Okay, so if you don't have this in your notebook, make sure you have the chance to write it down. Otherwise, if you did have all these notes and you're like, oh, now I get it, like make sure you write that information somewhere on the side in your Cornell notes. I'll be checking your notes next time I see you to see if you added any new things or if you understand this fully. Alrighty, so good luck. Bye-bye.